Hello everyone, this is Summer Lupin and I'm back with Sherlock Holmes, Secret of the Silver Earring. Let me just start the timer here. And looking over the notes, I know I'm using the walkthrough more than I wanted to. Ugh, I'm so lost because these games are a bit picky. Well, this game seems a bit picky, at least. Although I do think I found the one thing I'm missing to make the game progress. So you'll note here in this report, living room under the closed tree, 2 shoes, a pair 1, countryside-like, other more presentable, size 6. And there are some footprints here, and if I measure these, this should progress the game. Okay.
It is a size 7.
Holmes, Murray has just found a key in the garden.
Oh. Size 7 footprints on a guy that's size 6. That, he had company. And Officer Inspector Murray just found a key.
Holmes, Murray has just found a key in the garden.
It should be done quickly.
You said that already, Watson, and what's it? There's a ladder right there. Well, maybe this is the key to that door. The door that was
Close.
What? Oh. Lock the door behind him. Alright. Hopefully this gets things moving. The key handle kind of looked like a hidden Mickey.
Watson, over here.
My God, this man is dead, Holmes.
What?
Brilliant deduction. I thought perhaps he was tired and decided to rest under a pile of potatoes, which in turn fractured his skull. Watson, you see everything, but fail to observe. I do not have time for trifles.
Someone's...
Oh, really, Holmes? You go too far.
Someone's in a
Watson,
bad mood.
Tell Constable Fletcher to contact Lestrade with all haste. Now, I'd like to look around the house.
All right, Holmes.
Oh! Oh, I see his feet sticking out. Ah! Okay, what's this? Death by
I
potato.
recognize this handwriting.
Death by potato. If this were Hand of Fate 2, Oswin would be so happy for a death like that. He would be so overjoyed. Death by potato. Or maybe he'd be horrified because the potatoes would have betrayed him. His soul would have been shattered forever. Not... You guys probably wouldn't get that. Not very many people watch my Hand of Fate 2 videos. I know. Okay. What did I pick up? Okay. Visit card.
This
Visit card.
handwriting is identical to the writing on Monsieur de la Mazardiere's visiting card.
That's the French guy that helped arrange the Bromsby party. Arrange the tables and things like that. Okay. Antique dealer. I can't read that. Let's see what this... I know I'm looking at the walkthrough, but only so I can read the name on this card because I can't read the cursive. Let's see. What name is this? Well, I can't read it very well. I think that's De La Vega at the end there. So... But I can't read the rest of it. Oh, they don't even know either. They just say De La Vega. So, whatever this is, whatever these two are, I can't read them. Eusebia? Antiques. Antiquaire? I guess that's Spanish? Or Portuguese? No. I thought De La Vega was Spanish, definitely, because of Zorro and all. But, oh. I don't know. I don't know at all. You guys can try and read that. Yeah, an antiques dealer. I don't remember the Frenchman being an antiques dealer.
I need something.
Tape measure.
Size 6.
Hi, Mr. Fowlett. Oh, well, you kind of figured Fowlett was dead, didn't you? I mean, this place was giving off so many bad vibes. Oh. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Just to make sure. Did I miss anything? Oh, I hate having to look through this thing. You know, some of these puzzles have just been frustrating because I didn't know what to do or I got tripped up. Some of them were tricky in a good way, like the Noah's Ark puzzle. I will, however... hold on, let me just... Ah, there is one last thing to do outside. Well, a couple of things, but still. Okay. So, one thing I will definitely harp on this game about is the automaton puzzle, the poker thing. See, most games, when they have puzzles like that, they wouldn't involve, like, for example, you... Ooh, interesting. There's a mark here. Most puzzles, you know, if they involve math, you can be assured that they wouldn't involve, like, high-level math, like calculus or any advanced mathematics. They would normally be something that most people should probably be familiar with. Even, like, squaring numbers or square rooting numbers, I think, would be acceptable for, you know, presuming people probably know how to do that. But, and usually... The thing is that one of the reasons why the poker puzzle was so hard for me is because I don't remember the rules of poker. I don't play poker. I don't have that memorized. So I didn't know what I was doing, and I was brute forcing the puzzle. Now, if this game were a little more polished, and I think this was more the case with the games after this, so I think they did learn from... I don't think they repeated this sort of mistake again. Because some of their puzzles in later games did involve some mathematics, but it was all, and while figuring out the sequence of mathematics was maybe a bit tricky, or you might be able to harp on them for that, the actual type of math involved was like multiplication, division, squaring, that sort of thing, which is all basic level math, which you can reasonably presume someone would know, but in this game, it would have been a big improvement if Sherlock had picked up, like, you know, a book on poker rules, so then this puzzle would be the automaton puzzle would be a lot easier to figure out. And I don't think that there was that sort of problem in the later Sherlock games. Okay, so let's measure this thing. Run! Run in the rain, Sherlock!
Footsteps. Size 10.
Ooh. Size 10. And this is Fowlett's bedroom window, the thing that he kept propped up with a screwdriver. Someone tried to force open the safe, too. Not good. Well, not surprising. Run, Sherlock! Run! You, talk.
The station master assured me he clearly saw Mr. Fowlett board the last train to London. but as Constable Fletcher can attest, the body in the cellar is without question that of Horace Fowlett.
Do you have the station master's statements there in your notes, Watson?
Of course. And be sure that...
It is neither the right place nor the right time to talk about this. We must hurry. I fear if we do not act promptly and with all haste, this second dead body will not be the last. Let us return to Baker Street.
Also, let's not talk in the rain.
It seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson. However, before we retire, let's summarize our findings. The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
It's pop quiz time again! Okay. So, here's a bit of trivia for you. I think it was part 5 of this Let's Play. The last time there was a quiz and experiments on the experiment table. I got a copyright claim on that video for the music that you're hearing in the background right now. And if this gets copyright claimed, fine, whatever. I expect it to be. But, you know, it was very surprising because I didn't think I'd get that on a piece of classical music, but apparently I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't get it, but that's just how it worked out. Now, I really don't think it's likely that I will ever meet the requirements to monetize my videos. I don't think it's very likely. I mean, I would like it if people subscribe to my channel, of course. And, you know, it's not impossible for me to do that in the future. I mean, maybe. I don't find it probable, but maybe. And that's not to say that I don't want you guys to do all the usual things you would do with other YouTubers who are trying to grow their channels, of course. But in the remote chance that I do actually meet the requirements for monetizing my videos, I would like to do that with as many of them as possible. So I tried to re-record part 5 of this Let's Play with the background music turned down to 0. Good idea, right? Well, it worked out for a while. I got through some of the experiments quicker because I knew exactly what to do and how the thing actually worked. But here's the funny thing. It got to a cutscene, and then the background music started playing, even though I had turned it down to 0. That's why I had it turned down in the beginning of the last video. That's why it was turned down. Yeah, it started playing even though I had set it to 0, so I was like, okay, this is a waste of time. It was a good effort, but ultimately a waste of time. So, yeah. That was annoying. That was an annoying little thing about this game. So, yeah. I tried. Okay. What else was I gonna say? I forget. Oh no. Anyway, let's go on with the quiz. Quiz time. Did Horace Fowlett receive a caller the evening he was supposed to leave? Let's see, that's dialogue. Let's see. Well, there's not too much dialogue about Fowlett, so Fowlett House. Well, there's only one possibility. Okay. Well, a shutter on the barn had come loose, and I was beating about in the window. Went out to set it straight in the moonless night. Then there he was. I saw him leaving. I shouted, "Hey there, Mr. Fowlett." He waved and shouted something about leaving for the north for a fortnight. I think a fellow came to talk to him about something. You say he had a visitor? Oh, I don't know. It seems to me that someone... I saw someone at his place at nightfall. Okay, so that's a yes. Were all of the guests in the ballroom at the time of the shooting? No. No. This. Fowlett was supposed to be there. He was not. Probably because he was dead before he got there. No, I would say not. That's dialogue, so... Let's see. Yep. Was Horace Fowlett aware of the problems between Herman Grimble and Sir Bromsby? Yes, he was. There's something wrong with Grimble, it seems like. Ooh. You seem like such a nice man. Was there anything missing from Horace Fowlett's house? Yes, there was. The pillow is missing! The pillow. Who could have taken the pillow? Why the pillow? Was it the world's best pillow? Who knows? But it is the most serious crime. Stealing a pillow. Forget about murder. Pillow stealing is worse. A gasp. Did somebody enter through the window at Fowlett's house? I'd say yes. I mean, he secured it with a screwdriver.
We must have made an error, Watson. Let's check our answers.
Or not.
Should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation. We must have made an error. The question should be answered yes.
Okay. Development. So no one leave through the service door at the time of the shooting up until the time entered from the outside. Yeah, this indicates that all the guests were there, right? And yes, well, all the ones that actually showed up, I suppose.
It is simplicity itself, Watson. We have answered all the questions.
Yeah.
We shall examine the evidence acquired yesterday. A wood trinket, substance from Fowlett's washstand, and the gloves I found at Sherringford Hall.
Okay. What time is it anyway? Okay. Okay. I can't reach them right now. Alright, back to the experiment table.
The evidence acquired yesterday.
Wood trinket.
A wood trinket, substance from Fowlett's washstand, and the gloves I found at Sherringford Hall. Let me study this more closely.
This should go smoother.
A very fine white cotton.
Okay, that's the way to do that.
Let me study this more closely.
You know, I don't really need to even be at the experiment table for this.
I recognize the style of this trinket.
You do?
Let's examine it under the microscope. Greasy substance. Very interesting.
Anything more than that? Okay. Gloves found in the smoking room. Uniform gloves for Majesty's Army officer. A part of cloth found in the ballroom comes from those gloves. So that piece of glove we found was from Lieutenant Harrington's gloves? Interesting. Living room. Toy found under sofa. South American wood knickknack. South American. A lot of things are pointing to South America. Recently made. Small crack. Thick varnish. Rather simple engraving. Cheap trinket. Bedroom on washstand. Greasy makeup. Ideal to color locks of hair and facial hair. Frequently used by professional actors. Huh. So, primitive hair dye. Ooh.
I could not wait for you much longer. We have but a brief moment to discuss your notes before joining the inspector at Sherringford Hall. Poor Lestrade must have spent a terrible night.
My word, Holmes. Even you have admitted that this case is uniquely perplexing and difficult.
You are, of course, correct. I still have not arrived at a reasonable and definite explanation of these events. You see, Watson, our success lies entirely in our ability to sift through the vast amounts of facts and evidence we have at our disposal and discern which items are of true significance. We cannot allow ourselves to be blinded by the superficial logic of forced hypotheses. We also must not overlook the trifles, as by their very existence they can destroy the most solid of theories. Watson, consider this. All persons intimately involved with the preparations for the reception knew the precise position Sir Bromsby would occupy on that stage. We must remark that they had this knowledge for at least a week beforehand. Numerous experts have made much of the fact that the deadly shot was of unnatural precision. We have also learned that Horace Fowlett was a renowned expert on all types of mechanical devices and automatons. Then Fowlett is found dead a mere 2 days ago. These facts give rise to a serious line of inquiry.
I find your deductions quite probable, Holmes.
But how can we explain the guest list with notes? Any probable theory about these events must correspond in all ways, including the smallest of details. Watson, I have a general idea of what you discovered during your return to the Flatham railway station. Please correct me if I get any detail wrong.
I think I'm a little lost
You learned
here.
from the station master that several minutes before the arrival of the last train to London, 2 men entered the station one after another. First, there appeared a tall man clothed as a worker. His hat was lowered to hide his eyes, his right hand bandaged. He took a place in the right corner near the platform. A few moments later, Horace Fowlett came in and sat down on a bench. He spoke briefly with the station master and by all appearances seemed to be freezing. I can add that you have probably learned that the station master began to work in Flatham only 4 years ago. The rest you can tell yourself.
Really, Holmes, you were right concerning the information I received from the station master. When I entered the railway station...
Flashback. So when exactly did... I'm getting a little lost here. I should also probably stop. That would be good. Yeah, these are getting kind of long. I want to try and cut these down a bit if I can. So this has been Emerald Lupin playing Sherlock Holmes, Secret of the Silver Earring. I think I'm just going to keep playing a little bit longer. I also need to check on something too. So I'll see you guys next time with more of this game. And remember, if you like this video, please remember to do things like press that like button, leave a comment to tell me how I'm doing. What do you think of this mystery so far? Do you find it interesting? Did you ever play this game, or did you hear about it? Have you played the Frogwares Sherlock games? And if you have, which one was your favorite? Also, consider subscribing to my channel, or just sharing this with your friends on social media. Every little bit helps. Like I said, I know, I personally don't think I have a very good chance of ever getting my channel monetized, but it's still possible, and well, I can't do it. It'll never become possible without you guys doing those sorts of things. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.